And we are live, man.
We're live, baby.
Yes, sir. So I'm with my boy, you know what I mean? Y'all should know him by his name, Beezy. Also known as
Busy.
Just Call Me Monte. Also known
Yep.
as King J Watts. I have
Yep.
my man, who we call as either Cry Beezy or Beezy. What's up,
Or
bro?
busy. What's popping? What's happening, bro? We here.
Yes, sir. It's
Yep.
the live outlet. That is
Yep.
spelled
Facts. We here.
LY, one V to the E. Outlet.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's hard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we on the block. We outside, man. We outside.
Sir. Yes, sir. And Rail or Ab from the group as well, Abney, will be joining very shortly here. So when they show
Right.
up and make their presence known or felt, they can join here and then place around. So, but anyway, I got some WWE.
Okay. What's up? What's up?
I don't know, man. WrestleMania is approaching very rapid. There have been some confirmed matches, so I'm about ready to go discuss some of the matches, and we're gonna go hard and the build. How do you feel about WrestleMania?
Uh, WrestleMania. I will never be able to give it this year. I can't give it a 10. I ain't even
Okay,
seen it yet. I can't give it a 10 just because The Rock's not on it. Like The Rock
I,
was supposed to be on this WrestleMania. Everybody expected it when they announced where WrestleMania was going to be. They was like, "That's The Rock's home,"
I feel,
and and you know what I'm saying. I mean, because Rock's not in ring shape, he couldn't be in it.
yeah,
It just tarnished the situation because we all wanted to see that special match with him versus Roman. But other than that, the card is good enough to be 9. But we'll just see if all the matches live up to it. They got some good matches on this joint,
yeah.
so for sure.
So I agree with you. The only thing I would say is the Bloodline story is by far, if not the best story right about now in WWE.
Yeah.
So regardless of if Rock was to show up, how would he really fit in with Rock at this point? But Rose has made it known that he's going to be a contender, one of our Rumble contenders. Um, and then we got, you know, Sami Zayn, Kevin. And so like all that happening, where would Rock really at this point, given the story?
Oh yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement 1,000%. Like I know that. I know that part. I'm just saying it just if Rock was in ring shape before, the storyline would already been created. We wouldn't even be talking about this because it would already when he would have already been a part of it. So I definitely understand since he's not in ring shape, we
Yeah,
wasn't gonna see him. It was just the fans probably expected it when they seen that it was gonna be at Rock's home. We like, yo, we expected it. Last WrestleMania, Stone Cold was there and put on
yeah.
an epic show with Kevin Owens, and they still, from what I'm understanding, is still trying to get him in at WrestleMania this year. But I
I
don't know for
know,
what.
I
But
know.
I don't
Also,
know. But
he recently said in the interview that he said I appreciate the compliments and I appreciate the love for me to be a part, but he said at the end of the day, focus on the younger talent, and I respect him for that because
yeah, I respect that.
way too many times has WWE relied on too much nostalgia, too much,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
feel like sometimes they don't want to recognize on building the newest talent. They keep relegating back to the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era, and I'm just like, bro, the talent y'all have right now is incredible. Focus on him.
yeah,
So that's how I feel.
yeah. I agree.
All right, man. Let's go. One of the matches for the card. We have Ed versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match.
Uh, if it's Demon Fan, I'm going with Fan. But
Okay.
if it's not, I'm gonna go ahead and let Edge get it. I'm gonna let Edge
Okay.
get it.
I think Edge is going to win either way. If he goes Demon Fan or he doesn't go Demon Fan, I think he's going to allow him to win either way because what what does it do for Edge in terms of being a fan? There's a plan in place to go for the world title next.
Yeah, true.
I don't think anything. I don't think Edge Balor. Finn Balor, man, made.
Okay.
He needs to be made. And I think part of the reason why he needs to be made and hasn't been very, very well for the main roster. I think once he lost his belt due to injury, he always have the book, and they haven't done him first. but given he's the greatest star in WWE history, will really solidify him as number one contender to the world.
I agree with that. I definitely like Finn Balor. Um, I liked him better outside of the Judgment, but I like the Judgment push, which is giving Finn a better look and stuff like that than what he was before. Because, like you said, Finn Balor was definitely at the top of WWE before he got injured. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely the man. He got injured. He came back. They was trying to push him again. It didn't really work. They knocked him down to NXT at one point. Then they brought him back up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So it's like they trying to figure something out, and this Judgment thing might work. I think it would have worked better if Edge would have stayed at the Judgment, because now it's like after WrestleMania, what is the Judgment really going to do? Because I think, because one of the other matches
that's
that
fair.
we speak is going to be something else too. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel I think Finn Balor can hold his own, but I just think that the WWE got to book him better.
Yeah,
He gives me that Bray Wyatt feel. Like if they both get booked properly, they both could take over, but they don't
yeah,
get booked properly to take over.
I agree. I 1000% agree with that assessment. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we with Finn Balor on this one too.
yeah, I'm going with Finn.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
All right, next match, 6-woman team match. Trish Stratus, Lee, and Becky Lynch went against Damage Control, Bailey's group, featuring stars like Guy and EI, who I watched them since their NXT, and now they're doing their big things. But I do feel like looking for Damage Control hasn't been all that great, but I do see moments that can improve and become. I don't want to be like one of those ones where I'm like, niggas Nancy want to like together. They don't know whatsoever. Okay, let's give it a chance. Let's see how it works eventually.
Damage Control is cool. I'm not mad at him. I'm not impressed with him either, but I'm definitely a big fan of Bailey. Big fan of Bailey.
Yeah,
She's definitely doing her thing, bringing these cats up. I guess that's supposed to help her as far as, you know what I'm saying? I guess she be looked at as the vet now to put people over and helping people out, which is cool. I think overall the winners is definitely going to be Trish Stratus and them, because you ain't about to just let some of the goats come in and lose to
yeah,
some new breeds. What at the same time, to get them over, it might work, but I think that Becky Lynch was actually wasted in this one, because they could have found a storyline for her. But instead of putting her in a triple tag team, it's kind of like what is that? Becky Lynch is the man at this point. You know what I'm saying? You could have found some storyline, and that's the reason why we miss people like Sasha Banks. We miss people like other
Charlotte.
WWE wrestlers, the females. We missed them because
Yeah,
those matches is what we could have gotten. But since the
yeah,
WWE female division isn't as strong as we would like, they just throw 3-on-3s together real quick for no belt. It's just fighting just cause. And you had to go back to the old Trish Stratus and old girl Alita just to put a match on, and I'm just like, man, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough,
yeah.
but I get it.
It goes back to what I was saying earlier, like how they relied too much on nostalgia. I'm not saying Trish Stratus is not a veteran, Lee is not a veteran. They're great professional wrestlers ahead of their time, and should have most likely been in professional wrestling. But of course, around the time they still were trying to fight for it. And
Right, I agree.
yeah, so I where you're coming from. I think only because I feel like Bailey needs to. She doesn't necessarily need to win, but I just feel like they kind of like need a rebel win to help the stable. Otherwise, I feel like Bailey, to me, though she's great on the mic, though she has been very entertaining ever since 2020. I think her and Social Banks carried
Yeah,
her. My problem is with Damage Control is they make Dakota and Io look strong, and they don't make Bailey.
true.
Yeah,
Is that the push?
I think so, but I think the idea here is that Bailey is going to allow them to elevate over her, and they're going to probably potentially sometime maybe later this year turn on her, but we don't know.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, it makes sense if that's the direction it's getting. Bailey has been very very well struggle because at her heart, I think fans get baby face for him, and
Right.
or at their hearts, they want to see her be a baby. She's not bad. She kind of like get every now.
Yeah, it's about time for her to switch spots with what's her name? EST.
Bianca.
Yeah, she need to go to being a bad guy, and then Bailey needs to go back to be a good guy. Like they gotta throw a wrench in.
Bianca's a great bad guy, bro.
Huh?
She's a great bad guy. If you seen her working in NXT, she was a heel. She was a great heel.
Yeah, they probably about to let her do that. When we talk about that match, they probably gonna let her do that on this Oscar thing. They probably gonna let her do it.
Bianca turn heel, then we won't probably get that real match. Them face because they're both heels.
Well, I don't think Rhea is gonna be a heel after she won the belt. To be honest, but we'll talk about that match when you bring that match up.
Okay, bet, got you. All right. So then now we got Austin Theory versus John Cena. Ooh,
hey. Yes. Two of my favorites. Two of my favorites. I know
he gets a lot of hate and he gets boos, and rightfully so. He deserves to get booed out of the whole entire arena. But if fans go to this route of saying Austin Theory is not one of the best in-ring performers right about now, I'm not saying wrestler, I'm saying best performers. And so if you are going to sit here and tell me this guy is not talented in that ring, I can't believe you, bro. That guy. Because I think the idea is that people don't like the fact that he was pushed in the Vince McMahon way, and they think because of that he's not as talented. But I've seen this guy wrestle before, and he is amazing.
Yeah,
he's amazing, and he reminds me. It's like if John Cena and Randy Orton, and they have a younger brother in Austin Theory.
Yeah. Austin Theory is that guy. Austin Theory is that guy.
And then we have the legend of John Cena, who's been holding it down for years.
Yeah.
More than a decade. Grew up a John Cena fan, loved John Cena, and has seen him grown over the years. And we're now where him being one of the most polarized superstars of all time, he is being one of the most well-respected veterans in people now found their respect for holding down. And face Theory. What do you think about the whole entire match, the build?
I think the build was definitely perfect. I think the belt being on the U.S. belt being on Theory is perfect because John Cena was rocking that U.S. belt for a while and he was doing the open challenges. So it was dope to even have Austin Theory do that and be like, yo, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking on that aspect. I like the build up to it. Of course, John Cena ain't going to be on there weekly, but he doesn't need to be because, you know what I'm saying, Austin Theory is who Austin Theory is. But when John Cena showed up, you knew what was up. From the microphone all the way down the line. That's just what John Cena do. You know what I'm saying? The end result, I want John Cena to win, but just because John Cena is part-time, I'm going to go with Austin Theory. He's probably going to win. If the belt's on the line, because if the belt's on the line, they're not going to let John Cena have the belt and then not come back to the show. So I'm pretty sure that Austin Theory is going to win, maybe off a DQ or something like that. I don't know if they're just going to allow him to just beat John Cena straight up.
I don't know.
But it'll be dope if they do that too. But I don't know. I don't know.
I think this is more of a passing of the torch moment for Cena, because Theory has it. He has it, bro.
He do, but Cena ain't on retire mode. So like the reason why I'm saying that is because first of all, Cena's not on retire mode for one, and for two, John Cena lost like his last 5 or 6 matches. If he's about to be listed as a person who just keeps putting people over, then he has to get put in the same category as Dolph Ziggler, and he's a tad bit better than Dolph Ziggler. And I'm like, yo, you can't just keep letting Cena lose like this.
Yeah.
This one, I think that he has to lose because he's part-time and he's not going to be able to keep the belt. He's not going to be able to do that. Like,
well, Cena did win against he did team up with Kevin Owens, and they won against their match with Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah.
So they kind of that it's kind of like a trophy win with that situation. So still has it, and he can still pull out the victory. I think that was designed in a way to say, okay, we're still building up to Cena, because Cena still, regardless if he wins or loses, Cena it doesn't hurt him. It doesn't really hurt him.
It don't.
because this guy has accomplished so much, and he's the GOAT. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing. There's no, it's bust about it. Like, he literally has done it all. So for him to get a theory, show you, okay, he is in the, but not want to do a whole lot more faith, because Theory's going to become. I think Theory will be made a lot more better. Seth Rollins and have Vince McMahon try to make like next whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Ray, although he did butcher a move for cashing in that one favorite.
Yeah, bogus. I don't know what that was about, but
Right.
I think he had to do that to make sure that there was nobody in the way, because they didn't want to see the Roman versus Austin yet. They didn't want to see that yet.
But
it makes sense.
They had Theory explain why he did it, even though once again it was dumb. But Theory explained it in a way where I was like, okay, I was sold on the idea of like, okay, all right, cool.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yep, I get it.
So yeah, I'm with Theory. I think Theory desperately needs to be John Cena. I want to see him win. And I hope him going forward. And if anything, too, John Cena established the U.S. early in his WWE.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, with Austin Theory having the belt, it makes it looks more significant, because when you see the U.S. title, you think of John Cena and you think of Rusev, because them is the two that was just holding it down for the longest with the U.S. belts.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's perfect for Austin Theory to be that guy, for Vince McMahon to push him at the time he was pushing him, and for Austin Theory to be winning the matches that he was winning. He just got that John Cena, Randy Orton feel. It's like, yo, he's next. He's definitely next.
I will say, I don't necessarily think he was ready under Vince, but what Triple H has done with him, booking wise, has proven that he without all doubt can hang with the best of them.
Yeah, because they ain't lost too many matches.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been doing very well, killing it.
He's solid. He's solid.
He's really, really good. I can't wait to see his
A-Town down. He got his little slang with him. He is John Cena. He is the down south version of John Cena. He's him, for real.
But I will say this: Cena did that promo segment where he completely buried him. My God,
Cena does that.
God. But there needs to come out with a promo. I want to see him come out with a promo probably this week or tonight, where he pretty much says, "Cena, this is what you used to be," and blah blah blah. Like bury Cena. I want to see.
Yeah, he got to come out with the jersey, the hat on backwards, change his spinning and all that. He got to do all of that. He has to.
I'm not allowing Johnson to get that over me, bro. I'm not going.
Yeah, he got to do that tonight. Actually, you got to do that tonight.
All right. Well, next we have, and this is a match I cannot wait to see. It is going to be incredible. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. It has been confirmed since last night. Last Friday's SmackDown. He will defend his title against both of them. And yeah, I've been wanting this match for the longest.
Yo, I didn't even know this. This match was on the card.
Yes. Woo, it's gonna be good.
I thought Sheamus and them were still tag team partners.
Nah, bro. They won it. They both won the title.
I know they both was watching. I know they was both moves against each other and pinning that match on that tag team joint, but I didn't know it turned out into this. Wow.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. This might be better than the Clash in the Castle. I don't know. It might be better than Clash in the Castle, but this is gonna be awesome.
Wow.
Yes, I'm so excited for this. Ooh.
Wow.
Big man slapping me, bro.
Well, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the champion. So I got the champion retaining. I got him retaining. I got somehow, some way, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre is gonna mess it up by fighting each other. He gonna capitalize off that. I think the champion gonna win. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not mad at the belt being on Sheamus or Drew McIntyre though, because they both deserve it. They both deserve it
for sure. I think Sheamus deserves it more.
Yeah. I think. Hold on, what belt is this? The IC?
Yes. Yeah.
This the only belt Sheamus ain't had, right?
Huh?
Ain't this the only belt Sheamus has never had?
He's never.
Yeah, I'm going with Sheamus on this one. I forgot. Yeah, this is the only belt he's never had. Yeah, I'm going with Sheamus on this one.
Plus, story and been teasing that if you go back into so let's take it back, way back, right? So the story that's been building up to it is the feud between Gunther versus Sheamus, right?
Yeah.
Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah.
Takes back to September. We go to Clash in the Castle. Now, when Sheamus won the Intercontinental title match, it was he won the match, the one contender match to face Gunther, right?
Yeah.
Fans were kind of like, okay, this is probably going to be a great match, right? But at
Right.
the time, you got to think too, Sheamus was not a good guy. He was a bad guy. He's portrayed as a heel, right?
Facts.
But when he has matched with Gunther, he finally for years has won over the respect for that crowd, right?
Uh-huh.
Which greatly translated to his career going forward. And the reason why I say it's such a great thing for me to see is because I've always knew Sheamus was really underrated. I always knew he was really good in the ring, but he would never get recognized or loved for it. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Because if you watch that, the reason why I say that is because though people have appreciated him and he's been a great heel, he's never had his moment where fans have really got behind him and have given him a big standing ovation like they did after he lost against Gunther. Gunther, after that match was over, he received a huge ovation, bro. And that's when I went, he finally is getting his flowers. I don't feel like he gets his flowers enough.
When he first came to the WWE, he got his flowers.
Sure.
Because he got his belt early. I think it was like the first 2 weeks when he like the youngest. Then he beat Cena for the belt, right?
They were booking him really strong. I agree.
It was early. Yeah, it was early. So he definitely lost that. But I think didn't he get injured? Then he came back.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and they tried to. He had the slick hair at one point and all that. So they was trying to rebuild his character and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus is a. I think, like you said, I think if they book him right, because Sheamus is like he's universal. He could do anything. He could be funny.
Yes.
He could be serious. He could be a heel. He could be a good person. I mean, in the ring, he's just a monster. Out the gate, he's just a monster out the gate. So, yeah, he probably has not got that pop that he should have. If he wins this match, he's going to get that pop.
Right.
He definitely deserves it.
Yeah, I agree. But him and Gunther put on an instant classic at Clash of the Castle. Probably the best WWE match last year.
Yeah.
That match was incredible. And the story that they told in that match was great too. Drew getting this opportunity makes sense too because Drew needs it. He needs to at least show off that he can get the title again. But Drew has already won it. Gunther is the champion, but Sheamus is the guy here that has never won it.
Right.
And I feel like that's where they're going to go with as far as the direction going. Sheamus also, mind you, has been feuding with Imperium for about a few months. The last match they had ended in controversial fashion when Gunther did that tap.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm cool with whoever win, but I guess I'm going with Sheamus because I want Sheamus to get that IC. He get that IC. He touched every single belt in WWE. Dope.
All righty, now we're gonna get into, I think, one of the most, I ain't gonna say boring, but one of those matches where I'm like, I'm not really sold on like that, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, what can you do?
Right.
We have one second. I don't know why the comments is on the screen for some reason. It's weird. I'm trying to take this off, but I don't know what to do. I'll just
I'll show you how to do. I'll show you how to do it when I get a chance.
Okay, cool. Can you show me how to do it right by now so I can get it off? I don't know why.
Because I ain't in front of the computer, so I forget how to push the joint.
Let's see. Go ahead. Okay, there we go. I had it. Cool. Anyways, we have Brock Lesnar versus Omos. When we should have gotten Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley to conclude the rivalry, but no, he went into a different direction.
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Brock has to win this match. No, I would say that. He has to. Dude look way bigger than Brock though, so Suplex City is kind of about to be in.
It's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be definitely weird. He's
Oh my
definitely
god.
Suplex City. I don't know how many Brock can get off on this one, but Brock Lesnar he's still a dog, and he has to still show us that he's still a dog, and he can't just be tearing up everybody that's smaller than him and not wreck shop with cats bigger than him.
Yeah.
He got to beat this cat. He has to. But when he was standing up side by side to him, I'm like, Brock might lose this match. I didn't think he was that big. I didn't think he was that taller than Brock. Like, he's
Yeah.
way bigger than Brock.
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
like,
He is
I don't know.
almost
I
as
think
huge.
I think this one is going to be one of those. I think this match probably going to last. This is a squash match. This ain't no real match.
It
It's going to be a
might be a
squash.
sleeper hit though. It
Pick a
might
what?
be. The beauty about WrestleMania is how it's able to showcase the talents that we thought we would never see out of a wrestler, male or female. So the beauty that they're able to create here could be of course the cliche David versus Goliath. Although Brock's not more of a David, he is more of a
I don't
conqueror,
know.
right? So, but at the same time, what they could tell is a really good story, given about let's say about 4 or 5 minutes tops. And
Yeah.
they can still put on a pretty solid, showing where everyone goes, "Oh, Ezra was really good." So
Yeah.
it might live up because he almost did a pretty good job against Braun Strowman last year at Crown Jewel, which I thought was actually one of if not his best match.
Yeah.
So he might do well against Brock. It's just that we didn't. It's not what fans wanted, you know.
True.
And a lot of fans on Twitter were actually upset. They was going WWE received a lot of backlash for this match. So this might be the match that everybody does not want to see, but you never know. You might need it.
You might. Yeah, you might be right.
But I agree. I'm gonna go with Brock on that one. All right.
Yeah. Squash match.
Next we have the first of the raw the women's matches for the titles. We got Bianca Belair versus Asuka. I already know who I'm gonna go with this one.
All right, go ahead.
Asuka.
Yeah. That's what I'm picking. I'm picking Asuka too.
Yeah, me too. It's nothing against Bianca. Nothing. Bianca has been a tremendous champion. She's had a great, but I think she needs a challenge. Like we need to fuel her up with the. And I'm not saying they need to tell the story for like 4 or 5 months down the line, maybe even 6. All I'm saying is Bianca needs something to her protagonist. And if Asuka can be that one, it might work. But I don't want to see Asuka as a heel either way because she's so good. But I wouldn't rule it out.
Okay.
So I think Asuka will win only because I feel like Asuka needs to be reestablished to what she was once before, and that was one of the most dominant Japanese female stars WWE presented when they first brought her to the roster before Charlotte Flair ended her streak.
Yeah, true.
So Asuka winning this honestly will help benefit her more so than it will for Bianca because Bianca has proven from time to time again that she's Teflon. She'll come back.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so we figured that out already.
Yeah, I'm going with Asuka. I'm going with Asuka and Bianca heel turn.
Bianca's gonna have to turn heel, or Asuka's gonna turn heel.
Bianca gonna go heel.
Oh, why you feel like Bianca's gonna go heel at this moment?
Because I think Asuka's gonna win. So when Asuka's gonna win, I think she's gonna hold Asuka's hand up, try to raise it or whatever, and then after that, like clothesline her, do something crazy or whatever like that. I just think that's one of the things that, because it's other people that I don't want that to do it. So I'd rather them do it with the females than do it with the guys.
Okay.
I'd rather see Bianca Belair do it.
Okay, sure.
But I mean, the way they got it set up, I mean, I don't know. The way they got it set up, Bianca is like, she's like the face, like John Cena type deal. So it kind of be tough for her to even switch like that. So I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm just saying that if the WWE wanted to throw a wrench in it, I think that's what they would do.
Never know.
They might
Asuka could be
throw
the one to turn heel after the match, though. She could probably just viciously attack Bianca after the match after winning it. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because she actually, because Oscar did actually, she actually been on this little green dust out of her mouth kick. I don't know what's going on with her. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think that's me.
right.
That's not a baby face move. I just think if I can
They
keep it
said she
real,
might be. They said she might end up rocking with Bray Wyatt. You know what Bray Wyatt and them got going on.
I heard some rumors about that. You know what I'm saying? And also praise to Bray Wyatt. I hope he makes a speedy recovery and comes in time for WrestleMania. I want to see him wrestle. If it's against Bobby Lashley, I'm fine with it. I'm not necessarily mad of him going against Bobby. I just hope that they don't hurt his credibility with him losing against Bobby. I think Bobby and Bray can probably go to a no DQ finish that would probably protect them both. But to me, I just don't want to see either one really lose, except for more so for Bray than I would for Bobby. Bobby's going to be okay for losing, in my personal opinion.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. Moving on. Before we get to the next women's match, we're going to talk about Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, okay, let me stop.
That's my guy, man.
Versus,
Oh,
he's my guy. Versus the internet controversial. Not everyone likes him. Logan Paul.
Logan Hall.
This guy. Okay. I might go in front. Logan Paul has put on banger after banger. I have faith they're going to kill it.
Yeah,
Probably had the best match of the night, if anything, too.
that's true.
Because last year, oh my gosh, sensational.
Yeah, the athleticism for sure definitely can be
Yeah.
the best match of the night.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. So, how you feel about the build? And who are you rooting for in this match?
Room for Seth Rollins. The build was cool. It actually was better than cool because Seth Rollins had opportunities to actually go after the WWE Championship belt, and Logan Paul interrupted.
Okay.
He messed him up at the Royal Rumble. He had the opportunity to win the Royal Rumble, lost the Royal Rumble thanks to Logan Paul, and then he lost the cage match or whatever because of Logan Paul. So it
Yeah.
was just like Logan Paul was doing what he was supposed to do, and
He's had Seth Rollins' number.
yeah, and his athleticism reminds me of the old Seth. So it's like, yo, this is gonna be
Yeah.
a banger. This is definitely gonna be a banger. I don't see Seth Rollins losing though. I
No.
don't see
If they have him lose against Logan Paul, I'm be like, bro, come on, really, bro?
Yeah, I don't see Seth Rollins losing this one though,
Uh,
but it's definitely gonna be a good fight though. This one is gonna be a goodie.
and plus, Seth don't deserve to lose. Like, bro, he lost like last year. Like, matter of
Exactly.
fact, Seth been losing WrestleMania. So let me see.
Exactly. And I'm not feeling.
Yeah. The last 3 WrestleManias he's been losing. He lost in 36. He lost to Kevin Owens. Remember that match?
Yep, not
Then he
feeling that.
lost to Cesaro.
Yeah, since Cesaro's my guy.
Yeah, me too. And then he lost to Cody last year. So he
Yeah,
needs a win. He needs a win, right here, so man.
yeah,
Because if Logan Paul beats him, I might throw a fit, bro. I might, you know why?
he need a dub.
Yeah, bro. There's no way he's gonna beat Seth, bro.
All
No,
right.
no way. All right. And I hope I'm telling the truth. And WWE don't be like, so we watched our video and it was like, you know what? Logan Paul wins. No, Seth Rollins is gonna beat him. Logan Paul never wins. Period.
Right.
Okay.
Period.
Anyway. All right. Now we're gonna get into the first two. The reason why I want to wait towards the last two matches is because there's a rumor going on that Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley are going to headline night one for WrestleMania, which I think is actually correct. The
They
correct
should.
move.
They
Because
definitely should.
yeah, but because just because the build of it hasn't been as strong as the other one I'm gonna get to later, doesn't mean it shouldn't be main event night number one because she won the Royal Rumble. Like,
Yeah, on the Royal Rumble. Yeah, facts.
right? Why do we hurt the credibility of having them win the Royal Rumble and say they're not the main event? Y'all literally say whoever wins the Royal Rumble goes on to the main event of WrestleMania, and y'all have
Yeah.
2 different nights. So do not try to explain me Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley shouldn't be the main event, but the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens should be. I don't like that.
Yeah, they only doing that because of the storyline. But same thing. But Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Roman, and Cody. That has to be main events because they both won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Period. Everybody else
Sure.
just filling.
Also, I forgot to mention, even though it's not confirmed, I want to go with Kevin and Sami being the Usos, and I'm gonna go with Dominic Mysterio being his father, Rey Mysterio, at WrestleMania 2.
They didn't even announce that, did they?
They haven't announced both matches quite yet, but it's leaning towards that way.
All right. Well, if they lean it that way, I got Rey Mysterio winning.
Okay.
And then I got the Usos losing, of course.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let Sami Zayn and them team up. But that wrench that I had, listen, if Sami Zayn is playing around with Kevin Owens,
I love this theory, by the way.
man, if he's playing around with Kevin Owens and he got Kevin Owens' emotions all into this joint just to beat him up, to be still a part of the bloodline, listen here. That man will retire in history as the best heel guy, period, bro.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be epic. I don't think it's gonna be that, but I'm telling you, WWE had the guts to spin that boy.
Bro, I would literally be crying, bro. I would be heartbroken. I'm seriously.
He spin the block like that. I'm like,
man.
oh, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Because I love Sami, bro. I love him so much. And I feel like at that moment, they would definitely turn me to hate Sami. Because there is a rumor going on, though, that WWE is looking to pull off one of its biggest swerves. They didn't say who, they didn't say where and what direction they're going to go in. But it could be that. And if they go that route, my God, that would be crazy.
Yeah, if they all three is in that ring and they end up stomping out Sami Zayn, I mean, not Sami Zayn, but Kevin Owens, they stomp out Kevin Owens in that match. Man, listen here. That is an epic. That will be. I don't care about any other match. That will be the craziest turn in WrestleMania. That will be nothing else better than that. They'd be like, "Yo, we didn't see that coming." This man that came to his car, told him that he loved him, came back there, they had cars, crowd talking about hug it out, all that extra stuff. He sold.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you are my brother. You this and this, and they spin the block like that. I'm like, yes, the WWE is back.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Man, oh man.
But I do not want that to happen. As much as that would be fun and it'll be cool to happen, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that.
I don't see it happening because I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens already had that feud. Because if they did that, we have to have another feud again. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, no.
Sometimes they have feuded with each other, and I'm at a point now where I'm just like, bro, they have always feuded. What about them being together? And it makes sense for them to be tag team champions because they have a long history. Even before they came to WWE, I watched them in Ring of Honor, bro. I was a Ring of Honor fan, and I watched Kevin Owens when he was known as Kevin Steen, and Sami Zayn used to wear a mask. He was called El Generico.
Yeah.
I've always been a huge fan of their works for the longest time, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm definitely got them beating the bloodline. I got them beating the bloodline.
Yeah, man. Dominic versus Rey Mysterio, that is really good. I am mad at Rey Mysterio. I'm just like, bro, just fight your son.
I hate that story. But that's what I'm saying. That's the part that I hate about that story. It's like you really to make your son fight. Like this is like a real life situation that you should not be putting on TV. Like we get it, all that, but bro, don't put somebody's father against their son live on TV in front of everybody.
Bro.
Your son do that like that. There's men that's doing that to their little boys right now. Like their son's talking to them like that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Bro, I'm with Rey Mysterio all the way. I'm with him all the way.
Bro, they keep telling this story like the story that they want to keep on telling is that basically Dominic Mysterio felt like he never had Rey around him in his childhood, which I think is complete nonsense. I think he's always
already said it. Rey already said it. Rey already was like,
but the thing is that I think Dominic is starting to realize is that here's what I don't like. as far as the direction that they're going. And I've seen this before in TV shows too. You ever see that one character who keeps going through like so much abuse, like getting hit on, like when it comes to a woman or a man, even though it's not the same,
Yeah.
and they just keep on getting abused and punched over, and they keep having to go through mental abuse and physical abuse for months. And you're like, when are you going to snap? When are you going to fight and just hurt somebody, bro? Just go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Dominic Rey Mysterio keeps holding back because it's his son. But
Right.
your son literally is coming to your house on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and he's attacking you in your household, bro.
Still his son. I wouldn't even fight
Right?
my son. I'm not
What
gonna
the
ever fight my
fuck?
son. It doesn't matter what my son is doing.
Huh?
They said it doesn't matter. I'm like, they have to. The only way Rey Mysterio was going. That's what I'm saying. Like the WWE didn't push this narrative like they were supposed to. If they would have brought Dominic and them's mom and them involved, and he would have went that way, Rey would have did it. Other than that, if it's just a son situation, that's not enough. That's
So,
not enough.
so there are two theories, and I've actually watched this from my guy on YouTube, Just Alex. Just Alex does his covers over WWE content and AEW content and wrestling all across the board. He's mentioned about two theories because Rey Mysterio has declined him multiple times.
Right.
Dominic at this point has to be desperate. Now I'm thinking to myself, what are the two best ways we can get him to face Rey Mysterio? Now there are two theories that he came across with that I agree with. He says, have Dominic's mom come on SmackDown or Raw, and either Dominic or Rhea slaps his mom.
Yep.
Ray's wife, and
It has
Ray
to happen.
officially snaps.
It has to happen. That's the only way.
Or
That's like the show is okay. What's the other one?
here's the biggest heel move anyone would ever do, and they have never done this before ever. Dominic attacks Rey Mysterio at the Hall of Fame ceremony. We're talking about nuclear levels of heat this guy will have heading into WrestleMania with chance of F you Dominic, bro. Oh my god.
If they do that, yeah.
I wouldn't want to happen. I wouldn't want to see it happen, but that would be crazy.
Because that's what the way that they separate the Hall of Fame, they don't use like the WWE character for the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? It's like it's a real situation. So that's why I'm like, but it makes sense because Ray was like, I would love to have you by my side at the Hall of Fame joint. So I can see it. They would need it. Both of those situations have to happen in order for this match to happen. If neither one of them matches, if neither one of those situations happen, this match is not going to happen. Or not even the match is going to happen. The storyline is not going to line up. The storyline to me, it don't hit until something like that happens. Other than that, I'm like, yo, it's still a father and son situation. We're tired of seeing that. I'm like, no, I don't want to see that.
Storytelling between Ray and Dominic. I understand it may once again make you go, why would he do that? Why would that happen? But it's one of the best compelling stories WWE has told Rey Mysterio in years.
But that's not true.
No, I said it's one of. I didn't say it's the best. I said
but this is not even. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This storyline is not even a good storyline. It's not. Like, it's not even a good storyline. This is like what what's my man name? No, they didn't do that with Kurt Angle. He was his son. What didn't they do something with a father and son situation already though?
With who?
I'm trying to think who it was. I'm trying to remember who it was. But from my take, it ain't even really a father-son situation that I'm even worried about. It's the fact that you got somebody that Rey Mysterio brought in as a son, and then all of a sudden the dude turns on him and is like, yo, I want to fight my dad. Like, if Rey Mysterio beats him, it don't matter. If Rey Mysterio loses, it don't matter. Rey Mysterio's level is too high to be trying to come back down to a dude who's just trying to get over. That already got over because of the judgment.
But that's the thing. Dominic has always been a part of business. Keep in mind too, there are so many layers to the story that most people are already some people who are big wrestling fans and know Ray's career knows the history and the layers as to why the story works and why it matters. I understand what you're saying. It's probably been done before, but not done to the extent of where it's at right about now. Because basically, the story is fans are reinvested to see Renfield beat his sons behind. However,
Why?
it doesn't only because the reason why
Why though?
Dominic is turning against Ray is because he feels like he's being cast around. He's being under his shadow. And then on top of that, he's being brainwashed by Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley in his ear as she's being portrayed as his girlfriend. You got Dominic and Finn Balor, definitely manipulating him in ways that he should not be. And also, too, he's really young and trying to stand out on his own. So I think it actually helps him a lot better because, once again, he would just be known as just one of a luchador. He'd just be known as a luchador character in WWE history. We've seen that. Why can't we give him a different layer?
The reason why I don't. That's what I'm saying.
And he could perhaps be. I'm not saying he has to be, but perhaps be that's a Guerrero.
But there's nothing that Dominic has done in the ring that makes anybody excited. There's nothing that Dominic has done in the ring that makes anybody excited. Nothing.
It takes time.
Any match.
He's still learning.
No.
He's still getting there. I agree with you,
so this is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. Don't put him up against somebody who's a Hall of Famer, because you're not getting over. Even if let's say the match does happen. Hold on. Let's say the match does happen and he beats Rey Mysterio. Mm-hmm. So what? You still suck. So it doesn't matter. That's not going to get you over. You still suck, bro. You still suck. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Suck.
I can understand that. I think, to me, the way I view it right about now is WWE wants to highlight, instead of the in-ring acrobatics or athleticism, they want to highlight the storytelling. And given
what happened after the story then?
No, I think Ray's going to help. I think Ray's going to put him to. He's going to elevate Dominic to either a good or great match. I think it's going to turn out very, very well, in my personal opinion. But I think they're trying to capture the storytelling aspect of everything so far, not just more so about the in-ring things in the match. They want to tell a story in the match.
It's a filler, because after this, Dominic has no story. That's what I'm saying. It's a filler. He can't go nowhere. You still suck, and you have no other stories to tell after this. Let's say after WrestleMania, Judgment Day blows up, and it's no more Judgment Day. You suck at the end, because at the end of the day, you only got, I beat Rey Mysterio on my roster, which means you're still going to be a luchador, because nobody's going to put you against nobody else. You still suck. So why are we even pushing?
Like Dominic sucks right now?
Everybody feels he sucks. That man ain't winning no matches straight up. He's only winning because his girl's right there. But if his girl gets the belt, if the girl gets the belt, she's not going to be paying too much attention to that guy no more. He's going to have to start standing on his own. That's what I'm saying. The storyline would have made way more sense if the Judgment Day had nothing to do with it.
That's true, but it plays a part, once again, of wanting to see Dominic get out of Ray's shell and stand out on his own.
But you're not standing on your own, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But he is. Some people are actually buying into what he's doing as a heel in a great way, in terms of what he's doing with the prison Dom character, so that it elements, the A Guerrero, homages. He's paying homages too. So there's things there that has layers to it. It may not be perfect, but it's not bad. In my personal opinion.
It's terrible. That man is not standing on his own. He's got 3 other people behind him. He ain't winning no matches straight up without an interruption. That man ain't doing nothing, bro. So if he beats Rey Mysterio, it's not going to be because he beat Rey Mysterio. It's going to be because somebody else helped him beat Rey Mysterio. So wasted situation.
Well, that's classic heel moves, though. Like Miz had people cheering for him too. He always winning.
But Miz been good from day one.
Yeah, but Miz also had rooms to grow over
years.
Even when he had playing against John Cena wiped the floor of him, and he admitted that he was not ready to hang with Cena because he wasn't ready then.
But he was never dominant, not ready.
Sure,
dominant.
I get what you're saying.
Dominant
is just it takes years, bro.
So if it takes years, why do we give you the vet right now when you don't even deserve the vet? Just off of a story?
Because of how they've been doing it for months, though. Like, have you been watching Raw and SmackDown?
No, but you're missing the point. We're talking about Dominic trying to build his whole career. If we're trying to build his whole career, we don't give him Rey Mysterio right now. We give him Rey Mysterio when he's good. We don't give him Rey Mysterio when he's trash just because we want to
I'm
have a fight.
done, bro. I'm done. We'll once again have to wait and see what comes around with WrestleMania. I guarantee it's going to be a showcase that'll probably surprise you, bro.
And I guarantee that Monday, they're going to have no storyline for him because nobody's going to line up for somebody trash like that. That's why
Dominic,
Logan Paul. When we look at Logan Paul, we'll pick Logan Paul over Dominic right now. And Logan Paul's not even WWE wrestler. Dominic.
All right. I can understand that. All right. Moving on. Let's clear the air. I hear what you're saying, bro, and I can understand where you're coming from on some ends about what you expect as far as a certain talent, especially when it comes to the caliber of being the son of Rey Mysterio, who is one of, if not the greatest luchador of all time. So
yeah, the greatest. Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, the match we have always been talking about. The match everyone goes back and forth with. Even when I'm around college, I kind of like get like notifications from my phone about, okay, Roman Reigns wins, Cody wins. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, versus the American Nightmare, the son of a plumber, the late great son of, the late great Dusty Rhodes, right?
Dusty Rhodes.
Have Cody Rhodes going against Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Yep.
Okay. Which to me is going to be, I'm calling it right now, is going to be a 5-star match.
Yep.
Because I know the talents these guys can produce in the ring. They are masterful storytellers, and great wrestlers, and they know how to definitely work a great match.
Yep.
So, with that being said, everyone's divided on who they feel is going to win. In my opinion, who I really want to see, in my heart, I'm going with Cody Rhodes. But if they want to remain with the booking stretch of turning it into a long-term story, I would not mind Roman Reigns winning, even though that would kind of like be sucky. But at the same time, I'm going with Cody.
Yeah.
How you feel, BZ?
I'm going with Roman, period.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going with Roman. Yep, I'm going with Roman. I think Cody's going to win, but I'm team Bloodline, period.
Sure. I will say this: the build when we talked about this last time, and this is before we even did, StreamYard and what like that. We talked about how the build to this match has not been your favorite, right?
Right.
But even though, and I'm not trying to argue with you on this, I think it has significantly improved.
Definitely.
I think with Paul Heyman tying in between the storyline with Sami facing Roman at Elimination Chamber, you had Cody and Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Had that hashed out storytelling promo, one of, if not the best storytelling promo right about now in WWE history this year in 2023.
Okay.
And then you get to,
No, I'm in agreement.
Okay. And then you get to Paul antagonizing Cody, saying he's not worth championship material, saying he won't beat Roman Reigns, he won't measure up, and that when Dusty told him to himself prior to when he passed away that he loves Cody and Cody was his favorite son, but Roman Reigns was the son he wished he had.
Right.
Woo! Give me my money, take my money. I want to see that match, right?
Okay.
So, and then Cody and Roman have a segment on SmackDown where Cody does some of his best work once again, hanging with Roman, and Roman Reigns is telling him, "Have you won this title? Have you won that title? You know what your daddy used to say to me?" And no, I'm not going to disrespect your daddy. I'm not going to put down your father. I love your daddy. The main thing, I wish he was still here.
Right.
And he tells him, "Since your dad's not here, I'll be the one to take care of you."
I'll teach you. I'll teach you.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you what's going to be a man inventor come WrestleMania. Jesus Christ.
Talk, Roman.
Roman Reigns was killing it. He's been killing it, bro.
Talk.
Yep. But I also love what Cody said, though. I love Cody's rebuttal. And Cody, what I love about Cody is you can definitely tell he takes time with his promos, right?
Yeah.
But also, too, when he does, he knows how to come back with the good rebuttals. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be great or phenomenal out of this world promos, closers. But when he does them, it means something. It's so effective, and it ties into the story very, very, very well to me.
Right. Right.
So I'm so on Cody versus Roman Reigns, and given what they've been doing for the last, I would say, week or so, it makes
Yeah.
sense why Cody is going to face him. And I love the story that he wants to win the belt. His dad never lost. His dad never won.
Right. I got Roman Reigns winning because Cody Rhodes isn't going anywhere anytime soon, so there's no rush to put the belt on him.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, Cody deserves it. If Cody win, I would not be upset because he deserves it. I mean, because when I seen him win at the Rumble, I was just like, this is kind of whack because we already knew he was going to win. They threw him in at 30. He only had to beat 8 people, stuff like that. Then he comes on Monday talking about he had to withstand 30 people. And I'm like, bro, not really. You only had to withstand 8 because everybody else was eliminated. But I get it.
I don't think it was mainly him just kind of those promos about him.
Yeah, that's a promo cut. Yeah, that's because everybody says it. Yeah, everybody says it. It's a promo cut. So yeah, but he said that. He said that, and then he also wasn't putting no matches on, and then he put that, and then he fought. Who was the dude that he just fought last week or the week before? What's the dude name? Yeah, LA. Yeah, put on a good match with them. Put on a good. They're not Roman, but they show
promo too.
Yeah, they're not Roman, but they're still matches, and he's still putting on. You know what I'm saying? So those are the promo they did with Paul Heyman, definitely epic. Go down one of the best ever put together, like maybe top 10, one of the best promos ever put together with Paul Heyman. Even with Paul Heyman having a lot of his, that he probably had to slide that in.
Even Cody's promo with Sami Zayn, that was ooh.
Yeah, it was good. Awesome. Yeah. And then now, just in case the Bloodline decides to interrupt that match, you got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens behind you or the side, so it won't interrupt the match. You know what I'm saying? Just in case somebody try to come and interrupt, you got 2 people on your corner too. So I like that. So it should be a fair fight. And I wouldn't be mad if Cody won. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's time to put a belt on somebody else. I think the WWE is going to split the belts up anyway, regardless of who wins. But the way if it's, I don't know. I don't know if the story was. I think the story is so much. Oh, well, Cody has to win it because he's doing it for his dad. Blah, blah. It's almost like, why watch WrestleMania because we already know who's going to win. It's like, I don't like those type of stories. Like, we already know. Sure. I don't like it. So I'm like, I'm not going to pick him just because. I'm like, we don't
agree with that. I would agree with that if they didn't tell the story of Roman Reigns having this dominant reign for the past 2 years now. No one's been able to beat him. And Roman Reigns has always found a way, either by cheating, or by scratching, or by clawing, or by surviving to cling on the championship so long. No one's been able to beat him. He's even beat contenders that has faced him again. Kevin Owens, he beat twice at Royal Rumble back to back. You see what I'm saying? So he's been able to beat almost everybody. No one has beat him yet.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar too. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So with that legitimacy, it makes sense for it. It makes it more unpredictable as to whether or not Cody might win or not. I really do want him to win. I get what you're saying about the build and everything like that. I think what saved Royal Rumble for Cody too was when they had him face Gunther towards the end.
Yeah, facts. Because that was a good person. He's good.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
Gunther, they pushed him very, very well. They made Gunther look very strong.
Yeah.
By having him coming in number 1 and last all the way up into an hour. You got imagine having to wrestle all the way to an hour coming in at number 1.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
Being on 10 right now.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
My thing is, who's better, Finn Balor or Cody Rhodes?
Right now?
No. Who's better, period? Finn Balor or Cody Rhodes?
To go into the main event?
No. If I'm picking the match, Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes, who am I picking?
I'm gonna go with Cody for me.
I'm picking Finn Balor. No, the reason why I brought them two up is because Finn Balor's storyline is kind of similar to Cody Rhodes, but the fact that Cody Rhodes didn't get the same treatment that Finn did is like when I'm looking at the fair not being fair. Finn Balor had the belt. He had to forfeit the belt. But then when he came back, he didn't even get an opportunity to go back to get it. Then they knocked him
Yeah.
down to NXT. Cody Rhodes, he leaves, goes and creates a whole nother WWE with AEW,
That's
then
true.
comes back and then fights Seth Rollins, get injured, come back, run the Royal Rumble, shoot him all the way to the top, and then hand him the belt. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Because if you give it to Cody, you should have gave it back to Finn. You should have gave it back to Finn.
So the reason also to why they're going with Cody is because Cody was always the backup plan. He was actually not in plans to probably face Roman, but they kind of like pivoted with him only because one, they couldn't get Rock, right? Two, the reason why they're going with Cody too is Cody. I don't know if you know, is a draw. Like besides Roman Reigns drawing for the most part for WWE, he's a draw on the markets where they hit the smaller venues on the road. He's selling out tickets. Outside of Roman Reigns selling out tickets for WWE, Cody is number 2 behind him. So if they establish Cody Rhodes by being the guy to actually dethrone Roman Reigns, I see what you're saying. It could be someone else. But then again, Roman has literally beaten everybody. He's beaten everybody, bro. Your Cena's, your Goldbergs. He's beating Taker. He's beating Triple H. He's beating, Rey Mysterio, like Finn. You name it. He's beaten literally every single body. So Cody is the only person that at this point really makes sense. It would have been much better had Cody not gotten injured, but at the same time, who would Cody work with, all the while before he faces Roman at the Royal Rumble? Beezy? Can't hear you, bro. Let me see. Hold on.
Person that made sense to win the belt.
Oh, your mic was off.
You said what?
Your mic was off. I don't know why you sound low for some reason. I don't know why you sound low. I can barely even hear you. Give me 1 second. Better probably do something right quick. Let me see. Mute your mic. Turn it back on. Okay, go ahead and try talking.
What'd you say? Did you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me clear now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, I said the person who should be going after Roman Reigns, but they messed it up due to another storyline that they decided to do. He's the person that was supposed to come after Roman Reigns when he got back to being healthy, and that's Finn Balor.
Sure.
The person Finn Balor was supposed to be fighting, because Roman Reigns, I think, got the belt after Finn Balor left. And that's when he made that run. But that was the match that was supposed to happen. And it didn't get a chance to happen. So I'm like, it made more sense to go that storyline, but they tossed that storyline because they threw Finn in there with the Judgment Day because of the Edge situation. But if Edge then wasn't nowhere to be found in that situation, Finn had every right to get that actual match.
That's very true. Albeit that he also lost against Roman when they had a match. I want to say about 2 years ago.
But that was right after. But that wasn't for the belt though, right? That was just regular Demon Finn, right?
Yeah, it's for it. It was for the belt.
It was
Yeah, and he was